Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls.
And welcome to this, another brand new day. It is the day after therapy, and my chair, once again, it flits between two states. One where it just falls backwards, so I have to use my muscles to keep me sitting upright. And then there's another setting where it won't move backward, but it will go clunk at a minor angle that direction instead of going just straight back. Just like clunk, just enough to make me at a weird angle. It's bizarre. And of course, the daily Shelton weather report. I went for walkies last night. No rain, though it was gray and cloudy. And this morning, it appears to be semi-gray and cloudy. There's light, of course. We orbit a large ball of flaming plasma, but it's behind local cloud cover. Thumbs up for that. And of course, the daily Shelton, Washington plague rat report. I don't feel safe in Shelton anymore. I mean, I'm 57 and a half. I'm going to be 58 in October. You know, I'm like right, if not in the actual danger zone age range, we're just nudging right up against it. So I don't want to be getting any covfefe bug. I don't want to end up having to fight for my life on a ventilator. Sure, the odds of that happening are low. You know, the odds of death are low. You know, 6%. But that's 6 people out of 100 walking into Walmart with red tags. You walk out and bam in the back of your head. I don't like that. So I'm not too thrilled because, once again, I went walkies last night. The night before. Was it the night before? The night before, the night before. I can't remember which, but people were being plague rats. No social distancing, nothing. Nobody was wearing masks. It was worse last night. When I went, there was this one bar in Shelton. It's a little place it's a bar, but they also sell chicken. So you can go in and get chicken, or you can get chicken to go. It's a thing, and I've often wondered, hey, you know, maybe I'm going to go in there and get some chicken. Maybe you just order some chicken one day, because I like barbecue chicken. I'm never going to give them a penny. Ever. Because the back place where you can go and have people was bumping, crowded, the inside of the building, no social distancing, not a single mask. No. They're never going to get a penny of my money for this insanity. And when I went to Safeway, nobody's wearing masks. Not a single person other than myself and the employees were wearing masks. People were charging around, getting right up into your face with no masks. It's like, good Christ. They have a section of sanitized and used carts, and the people just walking through with their used carts, just shoving them into the sanitized areas, not even caring. It just takes one contagious person. So I'm pretty thrilled about everything going on this way. I am surrounded by plague rats, and I'm doing my best not to be bitten by any of the fleas that they're shedding. Life is life. You do what you can. And then, of course, one of the reasons I want to try and sit up straight, and it irritates me when I fall backward when I'm recording, is there was this one video I was watching of this one person where she was critiquing somebody who makes, a lot of these people who make flat earth conspiracy videos or conspiracy videos, they don't understand like shot composition and all that, and they have too much negative space. And I am fully cognizant of when I put out a video of when I was like too low. Because this guy, if this is the screen that he was in, his head was like down here, with all of this stuff, just negative space, unused. Now, the person that was talking about it says, you know, you need to have your head bonking on the top of your frame. I think that's a bit much. My formula for this is your eyes belong at the 2/3 mark. If your eyes are above that, your head's too high. If your eyes are below the 2/3 mark, you've got too much negative space up here. For my eyes, my composition, the thing that I like to watch, and so I like to emulate, is the eyes go through at right about the 2/3 mark. And that doesn't leave too much negative space, and it doesn't leave too much negative space everywhere. So it's nice framing. That's why I like to frame myself, and it's so irritating when I have to use my body to keep myself sitting up straight because my low back, oh my God. Thumbs up for that. Now, I did have therapy yesterday, and we talked about a whole bunch of stuff, and one of the things that he helped me do was, I was almost in tears just talking about the whole murder in Minneapolis of George Floyd. And he helped me through this, talking about, okay, we're having justice, they're doing this, there's going to be changes, And so I got through that. So that's good. I'm occasionally, like today again, having to do a self-imposed isolation away from a lot of outrage stuff. On Twitter, I usually just tweet all sorts of stuff, anything from serious stuff to non-serious stuff. But getting wrapped up in outrage when you can't do anything about it, when you're powerless, it doesn't help. And so, with all the stuff that's happening, I've just been trying to, once again for the second day, I'm just tweeting on Twitter pictures of fluffy animals, bad jokes, dark jokes, but I'm trying to stay away from the outrage factory and just everything that's happening in the world, because good Christ. Thumbs up. Which also ties down to with Twitter and the president losing his fight against Twitter. Because he's losing his fight against Twitter, which is right. It is as it should be. It is not, you can't have the government saying in the interest of making sure you don't censor something, we're going to censor you. So it's straight illegal. One of the two people that went even and authored the legislation in 1996 that this executive order is supposed to alter is just like, this is flat out illegal. This is just flat out illegal. So, and then of course, since President Trump had tweeted some things and just had little fact check things on them, well, now he's actually had one of his tweets blanked out. You can't even read it unless you click it to read it, because it's glorifying violence and it's not good. It is something that really should get you banned from the platform, but they're not going to ban the president. So I imagine he's probably melting down hard since they blank out the thing saying, this glorifies violence and all. So yeah, he's probably melting down. Thumbs up. Yay! It's such joyous stuff. Boy. And then of course, periodically I really have to blow the air out of my computer. The first time that I didn't, I've had computers since forever, since my whole life. Not my whole life. 1982, I bought a VIC-20 with massive 2 kilobytes of RAM. Yeah, it was 2 kilobytes of RAM. And then since then, I've always had computers. And then I got my first IBM clone machine in 1993. But it wasn't until I was living in my brother-in-law's garage, like 5-6 years ago now, that not blowing the dust out of my computer actually was bad, because the dust gathered up and it burned out the power supply. So, oy vey. And that took like 6 months. So now, every couple of months, I crack this thing open and I take my air compressor, because a couple of years back I bought one of those cheap-ass air compressors from Walmart. It was like $35 or something. And now you have to turn it on and then you wait for like 3 minutes as it builds up like 50 pounds of pressure. And then it's like 30 seconds of blowing and then wait, another couple as it builds up pressure. But I blew the air out of the compressor, out of the radiator for the water cooler. I blew the dust out of everything. Most of it was pretty clean. The worst part was the radiator for the water cooler. I mean, my actual, what is the word? Video card. I was trying to think GPU, but it's my video card. Thick thing, bloody thick thing. It was like dust free. There was no dust on the fan blades. There was no dust anywhere. That was fine. The radiator for the water cooler was choked. Not bad. I have actually had it so choked that it was choked with dust all the way through. This was just dust coating on one side. So it wasn't that bad. But it was just sitting here because I did this just before I went for walkies. So it was like 8 o'clock at night. But I was just sitting here and checking the temperature on my computer, because I do that, because I know it runs hot when it starts getting filled with dust. And it has a thermal margin that this one program will check. It's how close protection you have, how close it is to the danger zone. And it was creeping down, and last night it was at a thermal margin of 20 just sitting here. Well, it should have a thermal margin of about 50 or 40 Celsius instead of 20 Celsius, just sitting and doing nothing. So I cracked it open, and now it has a sitting thermal margin of about 40 Celsius. So that's good. I mean, these things run hot. So I don't know how computers in the 90s and all that survived all the misuse. I mean, I knew people that would put their computers like inside of, like a drawer, a cupboard for their desk. And so it would be inside of a little box and with no real air circulation. I'm having issues with my brain and words finding today. My apologies. But with no circulation, and they still didn't burn out. But then our computers today are so much more powerful than they used to be. So I guess it would be like the equivalent of, well, your solar calculator isn't going to overheat when it's sitting on your desk, so neither was your computer back then. Now, holy smokes. Now, let's see if I have anything else that there is to talk about on my list here. Well, actually, one thing that I've thought about, because it really ties in too with nature, because I've talked about how nature is red in tooth and claw. Really, nature out there is kill or be killed, eat or be eaten. I mean, plants, everything with plants and vegetation looks soft and gentle and slow, but it's war. There is chemical warfare going on with plants. They are killing each other. They have chemicals to kill insects that come near them. Everything is kill. Everything is kill or be killed, because if you don't, you will die as something comes up and kills you. I mean, that's why we gathered up as herd animals. That's why we're social animals, because you clump together in herds, you got safety against all those things out there that just want to cut you down, kill you, and eat you. And so I've had issues in the past with various movies where it shows, like, the first thing that happens when the creature does something is it kills everyone around it, or it hunts people down and kills them. But if you take a look at nature is like that. If something is born that feels a threat, the first thing it's going to do is kill everything around it. And there's going to be nothing against anybody. It's not I hate you. It's I feel threatened. Death, 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 death. And that's nature. That's what nature does. I mean, they don't care about justice. It doesn't matter if the lives of anything that's being taken down. It's threat, kill, and then continue on. So yeah, if we find monsters on a terrestrial thing, I'm talking fiction and movies, not real life, of course. It's, yeah, the first thing they're going to do, according to the nature of things on this planet in life, is you feel threat, make sure you're safe by kill everything around you. And then you catch your breath, take a look, and see what's going on. So nature is rough. And yeah, so it makes more sense. It's not pleasant because it reminds us of our mortality, but that's nature. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. I'm going to read them afterward. Read each one I can, thumbs up each one I do, answer as many as I can as well. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that. Ooh, carbon dioxide escaping my body. And if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I just did that one. Even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, brain damage from alcoholism, you can see how my brain works, as I just got lost right there. So I do my best, but let me call it my Chrome. We have FX, thank you very, very much. Ignacio Luzardo, thank you very much, greatly appreciated. And then we have Luop, thumbs up, and Max Damage, greatly appreciated. Aaron S, thumbs up, and thank you. Confused Owl, well, thumbs up, and happy last day. Santha, greatly appreciated. And Kathy Kitscat, good to see you. Samus Williams, thumbs up, and I'm very sorry, but I'm very sorry. Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. Tommy Copeland, thumbs up and thank you. We have Morphe with 2 eyes, indeed. Channel Harper, thumbs up and thank you. Zombie Wolf, good to see you in the comments. Ara Min, thumbs up. We have High Rev, greatly appreciated. The Game Zone, my gamer tag, it's just, well, I'll answer that one in text. I mean, it's just Nearly Senior Citizen, but Amer Zahirovich, I'm nowhere close, but thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisenauer, greatly appreciated. Kiwi Crossing, thumbs up. WNDRYEWIHT, thumbs up and thank you. Then we have Angela Guerrero, thumbs up. Louis Perez, thumbs up and thank you. There is Potatotron. Thank you so much for absolutely everything. And then last but not least, Christopher Thomas. Thank you so very, very much, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. That is greatly, greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you wanted to help me out, but you didn't want to send money to one of those 2 places, I have a PayPal link down below. That would be cool if you could check that out. And if you wanted to help me out, but you didn't want to send money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well. I have things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. Very loud outside. That would be cool if you could check that out, but do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled, and if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. There. I gotta crack this knuckle and this knuckle now to make my finger unstick. Yeah. Well, I have this video here. I have a video I need to edit, record, edit, and render, and I finally need to finally get that stuff done for my game channel. Oy vey, my brain. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And I forgot to change that again, but I've been super busy. My apologies. I'll get it fixed. You take care.